Yep, I got another Loco. Come back after the titles and find out about it. Hey everybody, Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider, the Märklin Outsider, a Night of the Rhomboid table here with another Look What I Got video, first impressions video. In a recent video I posted I'd picked up a couple of different videos that I'd gotten a couple of steamers. One I just picked up because I saw it at Ormondy's, another one I saw at a garage sale. And while I was at that garage sale, I picked up 4 Württemberger Aero 1 coaches, Royal State Railways of Württemberg. So 1910 to 1920 era. And they were really beautiful. And of course, that meant I probably wanted a Loco to go with them. So as I Googled about these cars and what logos went in them, I had people suggest certain Locos. But I stumbled across a Märklin advertisement for an old set, the set 26556, which showed these same coaches that I picked up with what is known as the Württemberger C-Class. And I thought it was just a gorgeous Loco. Now, I've been told this Loco technically would not go with these cars, but the ones that were suggested to me, either I could not find at an acceptable price point, or I just thought were ugly. And so this Loco is from the same era, and Märklin set a precedent by including these cars with that Loco. So I picked it up. I got it at a really good price. I think I spent about $100 on this. So it's Märklin 3611. And it's early digital. It's for the Delta and Delta Digital system. This, I think, goes back to either the late 90s, very early 2000s. And it's got a dip switch decoder, a very interesting one, because it's not even the little push tabs. It's very long, almost like light switch tabs on an 8-pin decoder. It did come with a fault, which is it doesn't go in reverse. Big deal. I've got it going forward, which is I don't run my Locos, my Steam Locos in reverse anyhow. So for $100, and it works. I've tested it. I have not run it in. One thing I wanted to mention when I talked about upgrading this is I mentioned the decoder is a little different than any decoder I've seen. This is a different motor too. It is a coreless motor, a Fellhaber motor, and the shoe, instead of just adhering to the bottom of the Loco or the tender as they normally do, and then a wire going up to decoder or motor or what have you. This has a very interesting ski or schleifer, which actually has a very strong push pin, very thick push pin that goes all the way up and attaches to a grab that is built onto the decoder. I didn't want to take it apart and show that. I'll see if I can find a photograph of it. But yeah, it's very interesting. I've seen nothing like it, but I was told this had a unique motor in it, and that these motors were very strong, but the decoders that they used in these were not the most reliable, hence the upgraded version in the train set. So yeah, it definitely will be interesting to upgrade it. So anyhow, let's get it out of the box again, put it on the table here, and let you take a look at it. Here it is, the Württemberger C-Class, a 462 locomotive in a very, what I consider appealing paint scheme of a light bluish gray and a very dark grayish blue, or however you want to look at it. So a light grayish blue and then a very dark grayish blue. But very nice. And for its age, I think very decently detailed. It actually did come with a driver and a fireman. It does not have a lot of functions. It does have working lights in both directions. As far as I could tell, you cannot add a smoke generator to this one. The same locomotive that is in the Märklin startup set 26556 does have a smoke generator in it. But I think this is just a cool locomotive, and you can upgrade the decoder in it and even add sound files to it. There are several videos on YouTube I've seen where they upgrade the decoder and add sound to it. So I'm looking forward to maybe trying that down the road. Because once you upgrade it with that decoder, you can then go ahead and add a smoke unit as well. At least that's what the 3 videos I've seen show. All right, so a very, very clean, sharp looking. It's just another 462 to go with several 462s I have. But I just really liked it, and I thought it would look good with the cars attached. But I'm going to go ahead and run this in, and then I'm going to attach it to the cars, and then I'm going to do a running session. And by the way, this came in at 576 grams. That is well over a pound, so it's a very sturdy and good weight. Maybe a heavy one. It's one of my heavier ones. I have a couple that are in the 590s to 600s. That's pretty hefty. Here it is with those cars that I picked up at the garage sale. And again, I paid $10 a car. And I just think that with the striking mix of colors the cars have, having a Loco that is also very striking in color was just aesthetically a very nice match, even if the purists are going to say, this kind of Loco would have never pulled these cars. Well, you know, rule 1 applies. I think it looks awesome this way. And I did show the cars in another video. I did manage to pick up the 4211 car. Actually, I think that's the 4211 car. I forget which one is which. You tell the difference by the windows, but I just picked them up and I'm not worried about memorizing the numbers. But just a really sharp rake of cars that were just such a good price. I had to get them. The only difference, well, there are 2 differences between the rake of cars I'm showing here and the locomotive and the Märklin set 26556 is the Märklin starter set has an upgraded version of this locomotive, or, well, yeah, upgraded. I don't know when the set came out. The starter set comes with an additional baggage car, post car, or that's the post and baggage car. Comes with an additional one that goes on the end that also has like pet compartments and the like. And I have found no evidence that Märklin ever released that baggage car that matches these cars separately. It's only in that set as far as I've learned so far. But if anybody knows, hey, drop me a link or a message down below that, yes, you can find that particular boxcar. But I'll put a picture up of the 26556 set here. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take this for a spin, let you guys see it. I just started running it in, and as you can see, it's a very smooth runner. Now, this is used, which means I probably don't need to run it in much. All right, so I ran it in only about 15 minutes each way, maybe even less, because it is used. It's been run. It's clearly been run, so I don't think it needed it broken in. Just when I took it apart to change the address on the decoder, I did clean the insides up
and added a little lube to the gears, just a little bit, and oiled up the parts that needed oiling. So here we go on its maiden voyage around the layout. Whoa, it takes off quickly, doesn't it? I had the speed preset. So here we go. I'm not expecting any problems up the incline, but we'll see. So it hits the incline. A little bit of a slowdown. But again, first time through, and I think these sometimes need a little bit of... And now coming down the other side of the incline. In case by any chance you heard a weird squeak, that was actually my wife turning on the exterior faucet, which has a pipe right above the wall here. I don't know if that came across so that nobody panics and goes, wow, that made a weird sound. No, it was my wife turning on the exterior faucet because the extension is right up there. So here we go, slightly faster up the incline. Nice and smooth, definitely a little bit of slowdown, but you got to expect it. It's a heavy locomotive itself. But nothing I would be upset with.
There you have it. It ran in well and ran smoothly. I do have one little issue I'm noticing, that when which was not on camera, I sent it the reverse way just to see how it handled going the other way up the incline and such. My third, well actually it's platform 1 at Delmenhorst. All my other trains can handle it, but the wide tender on this Loco just catches the corner. If it were like 3 millimeters shorter, it'd be fine, but it just catches it. It's a little bit of a wide tender on that compared to my other Locos, and it's just that one end going that way. So there it is. I tested it with all my stock at the time, but sometimes you add new stock and something's a little different. Otherwise, I'm quite happy with it. It suits the purpose I needed it for, which is something to go with those cars. It sounds silly, I know, but yeah, it's hefty. It's got a unique motor, and as I've been reading and talking to people from the various Märklin groups I'm in, they say the motor is fabulous, the decoder not so much. And Märklin did go to different style decoders somewhere relatively soon down the line. I have heard from several people that said, yeah, their decoder had an issue in it and their train only goes backwards, or it only goes forwards, or the decoder blew easily, and many of them have replaced the decoder. Now other people have said mine never had a problem, so obviously results may vary. Anyhow, I'm quite pleased with it. It's a really good looking locomotive. It's very strong. It handled the incline very well with those cars, considering this probably has not run much in the last several years, if at all, because it's been sitting in this shop, this guy's collection, for a long time, not being used. It's a guy that takes in used trains, checks them out, and then sells them. And just the signs of it say it's been run, but not a lot. And considering it is 25 years old, it might need to get its legs under it, so to speak. But I think it's running great, and it looks beautiful, and hopefully you'll agree with the running shots I'm going to leave you with. So I'm going to leave you with these running shots, and until my next video, because I do have one more, and maybe by the time this goes on air, 2 more Locos coming. I've been a little bad with my train budget. Anyhow, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and happy trains. Take care, everybody.